Hey everybody, this is Eric Worre and welcome to NetworkMarketingPro.com. I'm here with my friend Cheryl Cortese. Cheryl and I worked together, 27. Well, the last time we saw each other was 1992. Okay,
Yes.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
But she has been a pioneer in this profession. She's done an amazing job. And I asked her today how much she's earned over the course of her career. She didn't know the number. I told her to do the math because I invited her to come speak at this year's GoPro Recruiting Mastery event today. We need some more powerful women, and she's definitely qualifies as a powerful woman. But approximately how much have you earned in your career over the last 27 years?
Well, nearly as many millions as years.
So almost in the mid 20 millions?
In the mid, somewhere in that.
20, 25-ish?
Yes. I knew it was over 20 million, but it's somewhere
Between 20 and 30?
I would say that.
All right, between 20 and 30 million. So almost averaging $1 million a year for the last 27 years. That's created a good lifestyle, right?
I'm learning to live with it.
Yeah. And you did this on your own. I mean, everybody's a team effort. But what I mean by that, as a single mom, you created this business. How did you figure out a way to do that, starting off when you were, 27 years ago, when you found the opportunity that you're still with today? How did you make that happen?
Well, I think, first of all, it was a desperate time. Financially, I was terrified. And my background was one that was education. I was a teacher. I could make a decent living, but not enough really to put two children through college. And I came across a young man by the name of Jeff Roberti.
Right.
And he had really good skills, even though I didn't really believe him at first that I could create income with this. But I thought, it could be a good part-time business. And so I thought, well, it'll be good part-time income. And that I would do it while I was teaching and hopefully, accumulate enough to really make life a little easier and to step out of that fear.
Right.
Because there was a lot of fear. And I fell in love. I fell in love with the products. I fell in love with the company. I fell in love with the whole idea of people helping people. And I decided school was out and it would be my lifetime career.
When did you go full-time?
It was
pretty
probably
quick.
A year into it, not quite a year into it.
Right. And how did I'm curious how you managed, how many children at the time?
I have two.
Two children at the time. I have the highest respect for single moms. And managing a business, especially a big business that it turned into for you as a single mom, what advice do you have for other single moms out there, single dads out there that are trying to figure out how to manage their house and manage their network marketing business and figure their life out?
Well, I can't say it wasn't chaotic. There was a little chaos to it. But it was just really, a focus of, I used to make a treasure list at night of who I was going to see, who I was going to talk to, where I was going to go to find that treasure, you might say, of the customer and the new team member or the distributor. And I just wove it into my day, everywhere I went. And I really was at a point where the fear was so great as far as, the need for income, that I didn't care what people thought.
Isn't it funny? When you get to desperation, sometimes desperation's better than inspiration to get you to move.
It motivated
to get you to take action.
It motivated me. I could handle the rejection more than I could the fear of not being able to take care of the needs that we had. So.
Right. Well, I think that what I've watched people do that have very busy lives or single parent, or sometimes they have challenges health-wise with their kids, which requires extra effort and those types of things. That they build this business in 15-minute chunks. They'll handle all their life, and then they'll make calls for 15 minutes, and then they'll go make dinner, and then they'll make calls for a couple blocks of 15 minutes, or they'll follow up, or they'll do a little presentation, or they'll train somebody, or they'll do something. But it's 15 minutes at a time, here, like you said, kind of a patchwork.
You blended in, but there were chunks of time, especially in the very beginning.
Yep.
I was in between semesters when Jeff came across me, and
Right.
so we had that really focused time. There was about 5 weeks where it was what we call just all-out massive action, and so it was whoever we could talk to, and we talked to a lot of people in those first few weeks, and really my core team came together at that point. And after that, it was just a matter of, keeping up with people.
Right.
Keeping up with people.
Making it all happen.
Making it all happen.
You make over $1 million a year now.
Well, it's feeling that way.
It is $1 million a year. It's real money.
It is real money.
And what advice do you have for people? I mean, you're going to be coming to speak. What? And I know I just invited you today.
You did.
She's literally one of the last spots that we just filled in the lineup.
And I'm excited about that.
Yeah, it's going to be great. But what would you like to share with people? When they come to the event in November, what can they expect to hear from you?
Well, they can expect to hear from me that certainly to take self-responsibility, to really look at it, decide what you're going to do, have a goal and a focus, and then really be determined. To have that consistency of effort. I think if anything has paid me well over all these years, it's just consistent effort. And that's what the treasure list was about, was to design that day, the next day. Literally, I stayed very connected to Jeff, especially that first 3 months. I'd call him at 9:30 in the morning, even though we were a distance from each other. I was long distance from him. And check in every night as to who I'd spoken to, if he was helping me, speak to people, what was happening. And really that consistency of effort. And then the daily method of operation.
Yeah.
You really have to be true to yourself.
Yeah.
And so, your daily method of operation will never let you down.
Right.
Only you can let your daily method of operation down.
Right.
So if you're consistent with your effort, it always pays off. And the other thing that I think is really important to understand is that it's numbers. It's just, I look at people as if they're a long line right out into infinity. And you interested? No, move out of the way. You interested? No, move out of the way. But it's really putting your emotions and your effort into that person who responds, who is interested in your product and your business, and getting that core team together. Jeff did that with me. We initially put that core team together, right there in the beginning, and then once you have a few like-minded people, you're off to the races.
Yeah. It's so funny, and I got to ask you a question, and I can guess how you're going to respond a little bit.
Well,
but the question is, you're a very humble person. You're a very soft-spoken, gentle, woman, right? But I got to ask you, there's been other humble, nice, gentle woman in your business that didn't make $25 million. What makes you different? If you had to really look at it, what's the
really
difference?
Had that question
I understand,
before.
but what's the difference between you, if you really had to try and analyze it, between you and somebody who didn't have that big, amazing, incredible financial experience? Because there has to be some differences, right?
I would guess. I mean, I don't look at myself as anything extra special. I will tell you this, that I'm tenacious. I'm personally well-disciplined. I have a good, strong work ethic. I don't mind working hard for something as long as I know what to do, okay, and that I get a return for it. And I'm going to give my all to somebody who's interested, but I don't care if they're not.
That's a great. Say that again.
I'll give my all to somebody who's interested, but I don't care if they're not interested. And it doesn't mean that I don't care about the person. It just means that emotionally I'm not going to be invested there.
Right.
And so it's really to put your time and effort with those that match that time and effort.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to wish people well if this is not the road they want to take. But I'm going to give them everything 100% if it is.
I love it. I love it. Well, I hope you got value from this. This is just a quick kind of impromptu.
Very impromptu.
Yeah, we had an all-day event here, and
you were amazing.
Thank you. Just for fun. And
we
got a little peanut gallery because they had a reception. But tomorrow, actually, the reason why I'm here, tomorrow I actually head over to Nashville to do one of the... We all right?
We are now.
Okay. So tomorrow I actually head over to Nashville to do one of the interviews for the network marketing documentary. It's part of the reason why I'm here in Memphis and stop by to see these people. But I hope you got value from this. Remember, August 11th is when the remaining tickets go on sale for GoPro Recruiting Mastery. Hope you come and see Cheryl and the rest of the people that are going to be in attendance there. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, our wish for you is that you decide to become a network marketing professional. You decide to go pro, because it is a stone cold fact that we have a better way. Now let's go tell the world. Everybody have a great day. We'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.